Gotmark76 this week. I'm your host, Gotmark76. We will be bringing you news and highlights from all the promotions in the Gotmark76 2K universe, and today's show will feature 3 big matches. First, we will see the Iron Sheik battle new fan favorite Macho Man Randy Savage. Then we will head over to the AWA, where Jerry the King Lawler will defend his AWA World title against Stan the Lariat Hanson. Tonight's main event will see the superpowers of the American Dream Dusty Rhodes and the Russian Nightmare Nikita Koloff as they challenge Beautiful Bobby and Sweet Stan, the Midnight Express, for the US Tag Team titles. Jim Cornette has been banned from ringside for this match due to attacking Nikita Koloff with a steel chair, as shown on last week's episode. Without further ado, let's dive right in to Gotmark76 this week. This week in the AWA, it was announced that the number 1 contenders to the AWA Tag Team Championship, the Midnight Rockers, will face the number 2 contenders, the Nasty Boys, for the held-up Tag Team titles next week. We will see that match right here on Gotmark76 this week. Let's go to some of the highlights of the matches that took place this week in the AWA.
And you are looking at one of the most unshakable superstars on the roster. Waistlock, no. Clearly, because here he comes. You can say that again. Look who's here. From behind, boy, shoulders down for the win. Kick out. Boom. He drop connects, and we are done here. Of this competitor tonight, you know he understands the significance of this match. This is an opportunity to make big gold. From the top, double axe handle connects. Snapmare. This could be it. 1, 2, 3. Finally ends it, and all the bloodshed, perhaps worth it now.
So Curt Hennig and Bruiser Brody with some big wins this week in the AWA. However, Terry Gordy made his presence felt during that Bruiser Brody and Larry Zbyszko match, and with all intents and purposes, he was there to distract Bruiser Brody, but instead distracting the living legend himself, Larry Zbyszko. Bruiser Brody, of course, won that match, and I'm sure he's on a collision course with Terry Bam Bam Gordy down the road, but one has to wonder if Larry Zbyszko will be looking for a measure of revenge for costing him the victory. Let's take you now to the feature match on today's show with the AWA World title on the line when Jerry the King Lawler defends his world title against Stan the Lariat Hanson.
Here you have the championship on the line, a champion on high alert. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in store for something special. Beautiful Northern Lights suplex. The beginning of the end. Just breaking down the opponent. Oh, stomping away. Fighting back with a counter. Boom, slam. With authority. Elbow drop. Piercing. Oh, look at the well-placed elbow right on the mark. Oh, what's coming here? Submission move being applied. And he very quickly counters. Scoop slam. Measuring. Oh, face stop. Ooh, stinging kick. For the title. The pin doesn't even last to a count of 1. Able to get that shoulder up so quickly. What a statement. Ooh. And Corey, what's the best strategy to use against the veteran Lawler here tonight? Well, I should be asking you, Cole. You beat him. Though, in lieu of hoping for a disqualification win, I'd advise that you keep your distance from the King and his brawling abilities. If he gets too close, he can drop you with a pile driver. When you're down on the ground, he'll drop the mean right fist square between your eyes. And King fights back. predicament right here.
Oh, someone call a dentist. That is attacking with malicious intent.
He reverses it.
Setting up.
The challenger's looking shaken.
Boom! Before the fist drops on your face.
Lawler headed top rope.
He's got him in the crosshairs.
Standing drop kick.
Straight ups.
Shoulders down now. Is it enough to retain the championship? He narrowly avoids the count.
He thought he had it.
The King with a power driver. Looks like the champ is going to retain. Try and end it.
1, 2. Kick out. The hook lives on.
Just barely able to kick out. I thought the champ had it in the bag. This is how much the championship needs. You can see the sweat drip out of the challengers every pore.
Man, it might be time for a change of strategy. His best move to the sky.
Able to give him the slip.
Oh, no. Stop right to the gut.
Right across the knee. My goodness. From the ground up.
Suplex.
And King moves. Start counting, Saxton. 1, 2, 3. We could be here all day.
Power.
I think you're right.
Those last hits rattled the champ.
Hold on a second. He might be finding a submission hold here.
And the ropes break as well.
Great ring awareness there.
That'll do some serious damage. Just a continuous rush on Lawler there.
He's keeping a distance from Lawler, not allowing the King to turn this into a brawl.
And King fights back.
King hoping to start a rush of his own with that attack.
Yes, press. Gotta find a way to get out of this. Oh, God, face first. And stomping away in the corner.
Just ruthless.
For the win to retain the championship. 1, 2. And a kick out somehow in 2.5.
Wow. I thought for sure he was done. The King with a power driver. Can it be? Will the reign continue?
The cover. 2. And Lawler is still your champion.
The King did it.
This week in the World Wrestling Federation saw many matches on Wrestling Challenge. We are going to begin today's show with the Junkyard Dog taking on the adorable one, Adrian Adonis. And as you can see, Adrian Adonis having his way with the Junkyard Dog in the early going. Jimmy Hart ecstatic at ringside. Adonis nails JYD with a DDT. The action spilled to the outside floor where JYD got the advantage and never seemed to look back after that. As Junkyard Dog picked up the adorable one in a power slam down to the mat. And that was all she wrote as the Junkyard Dog got the victory over adorable Adrian Adonis. Also this past week, World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions the Hart Foundation battled the Islanders in a non-title matchup. A back and forth contest that this was between these two teams. Of course, there would be some implications later on in this show. And the Hart Foundation may have been preoccupied, worried about that. As we see here, some great double team work on the part of Haku and Tama. The Islanders double back body drop up and over. Then Jim the Anvil Neidhart. But this was it right here. Haku nails that Tongan grip on the throat of the Anvil, broken up by the Hitman. But the damage already done, and Haku easily scores the 1-2-3 over Jim the Anvil Neidhart, thus catapulting the Islanders in the top title contention. But before the Islanders get a shot, it's either going to be Demolition or the British Bulldogs on May 7th, Saturday night main event. And these two men battled it as Demolition Axe and Davey Boy Smith did battle. The winner was going to get that World Tag Team opportunity at Saturday night's main event. And a back and forth match this was, as Axe here choking out Davey Boy Smith. And one has to wonder if the actions of this match had an implication on the events of the Hart Foundation's match. But there is a Cobra clutch as Axe able to pin Davey Boy Smith, and Demolition will earn the World Tag Team title match May 7th on Saturday night's main event. In recent weeks, the Macho Man Randy Savage has been cheered. That's right, cheered. And we're going to see him here in our feature match as he takes on the Iron Sheik. Let's head down the ringside.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Sarasota, Florida, weighing in at 239 pounds, Macho Man Randy Savage.
I told you, the Macho Man's getting cheered. And even laughed at by some evil kid. But even there was a time when Macho Man and the Iron Sheik shared a locker room. And now they're doing battle against each other as the Macho Man with a forearm to the back of the former World Heavyweight and Tag Team Champion, the Iron Sheik. And a big clubbing blow by the Macho Man takes down the... Oh, Savage looking to put this match away early. Climbs the top rope and a double axe handle off the top rope, and down goes the Iron Sheik. Savage going up top again. Could it be the elbow? No, a big splash, but blocked by the Iron Sheik. And now the Iron Sheik taking over. Underhook suplex, up and over goes the Macho Man. And now the Iron Sheik stomping away on Macho Man Randy Savage. I don't think Macho Man's behavior has changed. He's still very intense. And I don't think he's above breaking the rules to benefit him. But I think the fans have just accepted him, and maybe they like his fierce attitude and his do anything to win as he drop kicks the Iron Sheik to the floor. He is, of course, rising up the rankings to the World Heavyweight Championship, currently held by Hulk Hogan. And for how long? May 7th, that big Saturday night's main event. We'll see Hulk Hogan defend the World Wrestling Federation title against Andre the Giant, to go along with Demolition challenging the Hart Foundation for the World Tag Team titles. And this show is shaping up to be a pretty major event as the Iron Sheik in control, but the Macho Man with a clothesline stops the Iron Sheik dead in his tracks. And now Savage throws Sheik into the corner. And now the Macho Man working the arm of the Iron Sheik, a smart move on the part of the Macho Man, as it would be hard for the Iron Sheik to apply that camel clutch with a bad arm, and Savage firing away, the fans counting along. 10 times, and down goes the Iron Sheik. And I'll tell you, this is going to take a little bit to get used to, the Macho Man being cheered. But they counted along with every punch the Macho Man hit the Sheik with. And now Savage, I thought Savage was going to climb the top rope again. He is! He's climbing the top rope. Sheik in position, leaps, and a knee drop, misses. The Macho Man had bad aim on that, but able to get up before the Sheik and drops an elbow. from a lower altitude than he is typically used to. And now Savage picks up the Iron Sheik. And a scoop slam, no, reversal by the Iron Sheik and a clubbing forearm to the back. Oh, and now a slam by the Iron Sheik, nicely done. Slamming the back of the Macho Man into the Iron Sheik's knee, belly to back suplex. And the Iron Sheik now regaining control. He's gonna go for the cover. Referee counts. Two, and no, barely a kick out by the Macho Man. Sheiky Baby thinks it's three. He's arguing with the referee, but this match will continue, and the Iron Sheik going to work on the Macho Man, but a beautiful enziguri by the Macho Man takes down the Iron Sheik. And now Savage, with a series of kicks in the midsection, big clothesline, takes down the Sheik. He's climbing the top rope again. Could it be the elbow? Sheik getting back to his feet, but no, Macho Man leaps anyway and nails the elbow. He caught him with everything on that one. Referee in position, this match is over. And your winner, the Macho Man, Randy Savage. That was an unorthodox elbow drop, as the Iron Sheik went from laying prone on the mat to getting back to his feet.
Here is your winner, Macho Man Randy Savage.
But Savage hits the elbow, and I think that did more force than typical. But your winner, the Macho Man Randy Savage. Don't go away. We have much more Gotmark76 this week to come. This week in the NWA, we have confirmed the reports that we first mentioned last week that Ivan Koloff, the Russian Bear, is in fact on his way back to the United States. He is looking to mend fences with his nephew Nikita, who we will see in our main event tonight as he goes after the U.S. Tag Team Championship. Several matches took place this week in the NWA. Here are some highlights from those matches. First, we saw one half of the World Tag Team Champions AA Arn Anderson do battle with Sting. And this match was back and forth. As you see that electric chair drop by the Stinger. But it was Arn Anderson who would climb the top ropes first. Big red hand and a big axe handle, down goes Sting. Anderson would be in control for much of this matchup. There's a short arm clothesline that took down Sting, and he thought it was all over right here. Went for the count, 1, 2, and watch, barely. Sting gets that shoulder up. Anderson then landed Sting with a DDT, busting Sting open, and somehow Sting kicked out again. Sting would make his comeback with a series of chops and fists. And then Sting would go for the Scorpion Deathlock. Had him right in the middle of the ring. The referee was there to ask if Arn wanted to submit. Arn did the best he could, but he would eventually succumb to the Scorpion Deathlock. And your winner, Sting. We then saw the Road Warriors, well actually Road Warrior Hawk, do battle with the Games Master Kevin Sullivan on one-on-one action, as Paul Ellering and Animal were at ringside for Hawk, and Captain Mike and Dr. Death in the corner for the Games Master. And this was another back and forth matchup that saw Kevin Sullivan stomp, watch this, he stomps the head of Hawk down to the mat. He would go for the cover. But Hawk would be able to kick out barely before the hand came down for 3. But there's the strength of Road Warrior Hawk as he gorilla press slams Kevin Sullivan down to the mat. And Road Warrior Hawk ended the match with this guillotine clothesline off the top rope, nailing Sullivan. Hawk hooks the leg, and the referee counts to 3, and Road Warrior Hawk with an impressive victory over Kevin Sullivan. The United States Heavyweight Champion Barry Windham did battle with one half of the Rock and Roll Express, Robert Gibson, and this was another back and forth match between these two men. There's a brainbuster by Gibson, had Windham down, and Windham trying to make a comeback as Gibson left off the top rope and nailed a big fist off the top rope. But the top rope would end up causing Robert Gibson some trouble here, as he's perched high and misses a drop kick, as it was well scouted on the part of Barry Windham, and then Windham went to work on Robert Gibson. He nailed Gibson with that beautiful standing drop kick, and then ended the match right here when he applied that claw hold made famous by his father, Blackjack Mulligan, and Robert Gibson in a pinning predicament. And there was the 3 count right there of Barry Windham.
Here is your winner, Barry Windham.
So the stage is set, our big feature main event for the U.S. Tag Team Championship, as the Superpowers, Dusty Rhodes and Nikita Koloff, challenge Beautiful Bobby and Sweet Stan for the U.S. Tag Team Championship. Let's head down to ringside. And the introductions of the U.S. Tag Team Champions, Beautiful Bobby and Sweet Stan. And again, Jim Cornette banned from ringside due to his actions against Nikita Koloff wielding that steel chair, trying to take out Nikita before this match even happened. And that's what they're fighting for, the U.S. Tag Team Championship. And one has to think, the biggest way to hurt the Midnight Express would be to take money out of their pockets. And if they win the U.S. Tag Team Championship, then Nikita Koloff and Dusty Rhodes would do just that, as the winner's purse will not be quite what they're used to for the Midnight Express, as Beautiful Bobby with a snap suplex on Nikita Koloff. These two men, of course, no strangers to each other. They fought each other 2 weeks ago on the main event. And Nikita, I think, wanting to start this match to show that he is okay from those chair shots. A psychological warfare on the part of the Superpowers to begin this match, as Nikita Koloff makes the tag, and here comes the American Dream. And the American Dream going to work on Beautiful Bobby. Working now the arm and a Russian leg sweep by the American Dream. Dusty working the arm of Beautiful Bobby. Of course, Dusty Rhodes, a former multiple-time world champion. He knows what he's doing. And he's looking to add the U.S. title, or U.S. Tag Team title, to his collection. He's already the World Television Champion. As both Dusty and Beautiful Bobby make tags, and here comes Sweet Stan. And he's having no luck against Nikita Koloff with a big scoop slam by Nikita. The Superpowers looking dominant in the early going here against the Midnight Express. And up and over the top rope goes Sweet Stan. Nikita following Stan to the floor, and these two men battling it out. Nikita needs to pay attention to the count, because the Midnight Express would like nothing better than to win or even lose this match on a countout. They'll still remain the U.S. Tag Team Champions. And Nikita firing away, and he's busted open. Stan Lane has been busted open. And we're not even 4 minutes into this match. And now Nikita going to work on Beautiful Bobby. The Midnight Express are in disarray, and I have to believe it's because Jim Cornette is not at ringside. And as I say that, they finally get something of an advantage here as Stan Lane drops the leg across the throat. Can the Midnight Express make a comeback? Lane slams ahead of Nikita into the top turnbuckle, and the Midnight Express is going to fly. Stan Lane throws Bobby into a crossbody on Nikita. And Bobby showboating, and that has enabled Nikita to make a tag. And again, I don't think that's something that Beautiful Bobby would have done had Jim Cornette been at ringside. Nikita able to make the tag, but nonetheless, Beautiful Bobby in control over Dusty Rhodes, and now Bobby makes the tag, and here comes Stan. Frequent tags on the part of the Midnight Express. And a DDT by the American Dream. Could this be it? Dusty does not go for the cover. Nails Stan Lane with a series of elbows. Lane's already been busted open. Bionic elbow. Down goes Lane. And instead of making the tag, Dusty tags in Nikita. I think he wants Nikita to get the pinfall to get that revenge for the attack of the steel chair. Coming off the second turnbuckle, nails Lane with a big fist. The superpowers in control. Nikita throws Lane into the turnbuckle. Now has Stan Lane, picks him up, scoop slam down to the mat goes Sweet Stan. Oh, but Lane able to make a tag, and he desperately needed to do that. Here comes Beautiful Bobby. Oh, and look at that. Beautiful Bobby luring Nikita. Nikita going to work on Stan Lane, but Lane's not the legal man. Beautiful Bobby is. And that distraction has given the Midnight Express control of this match again. I give it up for Nikita, man. He's battling both members of the Midnight Express here. But now Nikita has Beautiful Bobby. And might we see some double team work on part of the superpowers? And before Nikita can make a tag, nicely done by Beautiful Bobby with a headbutt to the midsection. And now Eaton taking over Nikita back to his corner. And he makes a tag instead. And now Lane's gonna fly. Lane thrown with a shoulder block. And then Nikita drops a leg across the throat. Will they retain? Lane hooks the legs. One. And a kick out at one by Nikita. And a nice backbreaker by Sweet Stan. Down goes Koloff. And now Stan Lane working the arm, makes the tag. Frequent tags on the part of the Midnight Express. You got to give him credit for that. And Lane has to get out of the ring now. And Nikita battling Lane. Lane's not the legal man. And again, that has given Beautiful Bobby a chance to get the advantage. Nicely done. Bobby climbing the top rope. He has Nikita in his sights. What's he have in store here? He leaps, and a big forearm smash to the head of Nikita. Eaton makes the tag, and here comes Lane. The frequent tags working for the Midnight Express as they're in control. Now Lane has Nikita up for a pile driver and spikes him down to the mat. That might be all. The Midnight Express will retain. Lane hooks the leg. 1, 2, and broken up just in time by Dusty Rhodes. Oh, but Eaton sends Rhodes up and over the top rope, and now Beautiful Bobby and the American Dream doing battle on the floor, while Lane on the inside working over Nikita. Lane and a DDT on the concrete. Beautiful Bobby with a DDT on the American Dream. Dusty Rhodes on the concrete. Keep your eyes on that. As Nikita now has Stan Lane slammed into the corner and thrown down to the mat. But Dusty Rhodes might have been taken out of this match. Big clothesline by Lane. And the Midnight Express making a huge comeback. Oh, Stan Lane misses with a savant kick. And Nikita now has him lined up. But no, Lane setting up Nikita for a suplex. And he nails him with it. Oh, just when I thought this momentum was turning in the favor of the superpowers, the Midnight Express almost putting this match away, and Beautiful Bobby climbing the top rope again. And there's Dusty back in the corner. And a beautiful elbow drop from the top rope by Beautiful Bobby. They're going to retain. He rolls over Nikita, hooks the leg. Referee in position 1, and broken up again by the American Dream. What a match this is for the U.S. Tag Team Championship. We thank you so much for joining us here on the channel. Featuring WWE 2K22. And now Nikita working over Beautiful Bobby with a series of forearms to the chest as Dusty counts along with Nikita. Counting all the way up to 10, and down goes Beautiful Bobby. Nikita now fighting with Beautiful Bobby on the floor. The referee has begun to count. And that won't last long as Beautiful Bobby throws Nikita into the ring. I made mention of it earlier that the Midnight Express could win this match or lose by countout or even disqualification, and they'll remain the champions. But something tells me there's a bit of pride here on the part of the Midnight Express that want to win this match with that cornet. And a little dipsy-do by the American Dream. He's going to hook the leg. 1, 2, and broken up by Stan Lane. Oh, Dusty Rhodes was grooving and jiving, nailed that big fist on Beautiful Bobby, and broken up just in the nick of time. Oh, and Dusty Rhodes misses the elbow. Eaton rolls out of the way, float over, DDT spikes the Dream, and the Dream has been busted open. What a physical match this has been. Oh, and another series of punches, kicks, and a big wind-up uppercut. Down goes Stan Lane. Oh, but Lane making a comeback now, working over Dusty. Back and forth action. And our main event here for the U.S. Tag Team Championship. The Superpowers challenging the Midnight Express. If you just joined us, Jim Cornette has been banned from ringside due to the attack of Nikita Koloff with a steel chair. And in the beginning of the match, it looked like the presence of Jim Cornette was affecting the Midnight Express negatively. But during the course of the match, the Midnight Express have really turned it up. And they were in favor of retaining a bulldog on the floor. And that may have retained the U.S. Tag Team titles for the Midnight Express. Oh, and Lane misses with a knee, and that could prove costly. Oh, look, Lane's gimping here. He's limping, gimping, limping. Doing this live on the fly as Dusty Rhodes with a big forearm splash. Smash. See? Why I don't do live. And now Dusty finally makes the tag, and here comes the Russian Nightmare. Oh, he's met with a clothesline. Flipping over went Nikita. Stan Lane showing strength we didn't know he had. And now Lane bringing Nikita to his corner, rams him head first in the turnbuckle, but Nikita fighting back. Oh, a big, powerful slam by Nikita Koloff. Down goes Lane. And now Nikita grabbing Lane, rams his head into the turnbuckle, makes a tag, and the Superpowers now with frequent tags and double team maneuvers. Double shoulder block. Down goes Lane. Now Dusty climbing the top rope. What's Dusty doing on the top rope? Lane getting back to his feet. Dusty leaves crossbody. I don't think he caught all of them with it. He didn't. But he still took down Lane. And drops the elbow across the chest. Dusty nails Lane. Hooks the leg. Working out new champions. 1, 2, and broken up by Beautiful Bobby. What a back and forth match this was. Both teams had chances to win. What a main event this has been for the U.S. Tag Team Championship as Dusty makes a tag, and here comes Nikita. And a rake of the eyes by Nikita. And a big right hand takes down Lane. And now Nikita showing the strength, picks up Lane and tosses him like a sack of potatoes. Another tag, and here comes the Dream. What a match this is for the U.S. Tag Team Championship. Can the Midnight Express hold on? Right now, the Superpowers seem to be in control as Dusty with a big chop across the chest of Sweet Stan Lane. And now another series of left-hand jabs. He's jiving, and he's nailing Lane with a big right hand. Down goes Lane, hooks the leg. Will we have new champions? 1, and broken up by Beautiful Bobby. All 4 men now in the ring. And Nikita now getting a measure of revenge against Beautiful Bobby from that steel chair attack. Oh, and Lane, I think, inadvertently took out Beautiful Bobby, and now Dusty in the ring with Lane. Dusty has Lane up on the shoulders and drops him head first into the top turnbuckle. Oh, and Lane fights his way back. Nicely done, but Dusty with a big power slam. Down goes Lane. Will we have new champions? Dusty hooks the leg. 1, 2, and 3. We have new U.S. Tag Team Champions here. What a match this was.
Here are your winners and the new United States
What a match this was! Dusty Rhodes pin sweet stand to win the U.S. Tag Team Championship for the Superpowers. Dusty is now one half of the U.S. Tag Team Champions and also the current World TV Champion. Something that we're going to need to keep our eyes on here. So the Superpowers, your new United States Tag Team Championship, what a match that was. And one has to wonder if there may have been a different result had Jim Cornette been in the corner of the Midnight Express. We'll never know. But fans, history made here tonight. History will also be made next week as we will crown new AWA World Tag Team Champions when the Midnight Rockers battle the Nasty Boys. We will also see Ric Flair in action next week and much, much more, so be sure to tune in. We thank you so much for watching here this week, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.